Hi and welcome everyone to our 43rd episode of The Little Inside. My name is surprisingly still Tobi, and this week it's all about insomnia. So let's get started right after the intro. So what actually is insomnia? Well, insomnia, the way I see it, is me trying to sleep. That's my definition of insomnia. If a person wakes up at night, it's 2 a.m., they have to get up at 6 a.m. to go to work, and it's 2 a.m., and then they find themselves quite awake. And then you look at that wakefulness and you think, oh no, I should be sleeping. I still have 4 hours left, but I'm not asleep. And then it turns into a problem. We see that wakefulness as a problem, a disturbance. And then we feel a certain way about it. Let me try to go back to sleep. Then at first, most people kind of try to go back to sleep. They toss, they turn, and nothing seems to work. The more they try to go to sleep, the less they can sleep. And it's an hour later, and 2 hours later, it's like 4 a.m. already, and you're just looking at your watch all the time. Oh my God, it's 4 a.m. already. I only have 2 hours left, and I'm still not asleep. And the more the time progresses, the more they stress themselves out about the fact that they're not sleeping, the less they can get to sleep because we're stressed out. It's that simple, really. And then many people make it even worse by actually getting up, getting out of their bed, and then looking into their phones and activating the brain even further. Some people go and answer emails. Some people go and they might go out for a walk, which is a bit better than kind of bombarding your brain with these screens and that artificial light again, and then waking yourself up even more. The cause of insomnia can either be jet lag or a chemical imbalance in your body. It can be in most cases it is just simply stress. We're stressed out, and we might be stressed out about something in our life, in our waking life. We might have had a very stressful dream or recurring nightmares, and we might feel particularly stressed out about something that's about to happen in the future, the meeting tomorrow, and so we can't rest, we can't sleep because there's part of ourselves that's constantly really wired, and so there's no way that we can rest as long as we are stressed or creating all kinds of problems. Another cause is a lack of sleeping hygiene. I'm going to talk a little bit about this in the video today. I'm going to talk a little bit more about sleep hygiene, about techniques that will help you guys to go back to sleep when you wake up. Usually they work really easily, and they're based on a few simple steps. So let's get started with those steps at first. So the first kind of step is when you wake up at night, accept it. It's fine to wake up at night. It's in fact fine to wake up multiple times during the night. That there's a myth, and this is quite a pervasive myth. Most people believe strongly in the idea that they have to sleep in one go from the time that they go to bed. Let's say it's 11 p.m. They go to bed and they sleep, and then they think they have to sleep through without waking up a single time for 8 hours. Now, that is complete nonsense. That is actually not true at all. And many people then start to disturb themselves if they see that this doesn't work. They still wake up every now and then, and they turn around, and then they wake up and so forth. They notice that, and then they take sleeping pills, and it's further really messing up that very delicate chemical balances in the body, the hormonal balances and so forth. So very often, because due to our not understanding the sleeping state properly and not understanding ourselves properly and the causes of why we cannot really sleep, very often we create the first little problems when we just wake up and notice, oh, I'm awake. I should not be awake. Yeah, but you are, right? So this is the first step. Accept it. You are already awake. And it's okay to be awake. There's nothing wrong with waking up in the night, even if that is multiple times. that takes off the edge of that stress that usually arises when we approach our waking up with the attitude of, oh my God, I'm awake, I should not be awake. Then the stress levels, they spike, they go up, and immediately make you wake up much more. Then it's going to be much more difficult for you to go back to sleep. So step number 1, accept it, relax, it's fine to wake up. The way I see it actually when I wake up in the night is I always wake up and I feel great. I feel like, wow, an opportunity to practice meditation. It's an opportunity to relax. It's quiet in the night. There's nobody around making noise. It's perfect. And because I'm so open to me waking up, I usually fall back to sleep right away because even though I'm happy, I'm looking forward to it. Each time I wake up in the night, because I'm a lucid dreamer, I practice lucid dreaming techniques. So each time I wake up, it's quite a welcome moment for me to establish mindfulness and then slide back into the dream consciously. And I always try that, but usually when I only wake up a short moment, it's too short. There's not enough clarity. So it would be good to wake up a bit more, actually. If you do practice lucid dreaming or anything like that, for most people that will solve the problem with insomnia, because in that moment they wake up, they feel happy, they feel relaxed about it. It's like, yes, I woke up and now I can practice meditation and I can slide back into the dream consciously. I can just relax myself, go through the body, have a good time, be with myself, be kind to the body, be kind to my mind, and so forth. So see it as an opportunity for spiritual practice. Take out that idea that waking up at night is completely unnecessary and there's this scary void and you don't know what to do. That makes your stress levels go up and it doesn't allow you to go back to sleep properly. So after having accepted the fact that you're awake, then I would usually recommend you to do a meditation technique. And here's a very, very simple one I want to share with you. Breathing in, I feel my feet. Breathing out, my feet relax or become heavy, or my feet become tired or fall asleep. You can say to yourself, breathing in, I feel my feet. Breathing out, my feet relax, melt, become heavy. Use the wording so that you get a real sense of your feet relaxing. Do that for 3 times. Breathing in, breathing out, 1. Breathing in, breathing out, 2. Just staying with your feet. Then move on to your ankles, or your calves, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your hips, your belly, your solar plexus, your chest, your shoulders, your arms, your throat, your head. And you can cycle through the body like this, staying with each body part for 3 breaths. Now what's important here when you're doing this is, do not move your body. Keep the body still. The reason for this is that your brain is in communication with your body. It wants to send your body into sleep paralysis, but it cannot do that if you're constantly tossing and turning. But your brain has its way to kind of talk with your body. It kind of tickles your body. It makes it feel like it should roll over. You should roll to the left side now. You should roll to the right side. Or here there is an itch on your knee. You should scratch that. It wants to, that's your brain actually checking in with your body, creating all these kind of sensations to check whether your body is actually to be ready to be paralyzed or not. So there's a name for that. It's called the rollover signal. So each time your brain tells you roll over or scratch that itch, it actually wants to check if you're already ready to be sent back to sleep or not. And if we toss and turn and we become very active, the brain takes that as a signal. It's like, oh, okay. So it doesn't seem to be the right time to sleep. Okay, he's turning on the phone. He's looking at Facebook. Okay, so I guess it's time to work now. And so your brain ends up confused, and it will respond to that by triggering all kinds of hormonal release, which will make you wake up more, which will make you more stressed, and all that kind of, it works against you. So you want to try to keep the body as still and calm as possible while going through this meditation technique. Now, when you're practicing this meditation technique and anything arises that wants to pull you back into the dreadful fact that you're awake and that you suffer from insomnia and that you've probably been never cured again, notice these are thoughts. And these thoughts come and they go, and they're fine to be there. There's no need to get rid of them. There's no need to go to war with your emotions. There's no need to go to war with your thoughts and with yourself. You can relax, come back to your feet, feel them as you breathe in, relax them as you breathe out. Just come back to the task at hand. And whenever there's something that comes up and creeps up in your mind to disturb you, notice that it's just a thought. It comes and it goes. It's fine. It's allowed to come and go. Receiving yourself like this with kindness and acceptance while kind of just relaxing casually through this state of wakefulness that's there right now, you learn to become a much more relaxed and calm person all over. This will not only benefit you at nighttime, it will also greatly benefit you at daytime. Another tip that comes to mind, and that is really, really important, is sleep hygiene. I mentioned it in the beginning of this video. I'm going through a few tips that I personally would use to help me have a better sleep at night. 1, don't eat dinner late. You want to eat dinner at least about 3 hours before you actually hit the bed, before you actually go to sleep. The reason is that when you're having to digest at night, that is not what the body is really designed to do at night. The body is designed to relax at night, not to perform the function of having to digest at night. So it's always optimal if your body can really rest at night, if you give it a break. It doesn't have to do anything. Like reading emails, checking your phone, that's another one. Your brain doesn't have to think about stuff that's going on in the world, respond to messages, being constantly active, constantly entertained. That's another factor that keeps many people awake nowadays. Don't take your phone with you into your bed. At least 3 hours again before you go to bed. Turn off all devices. It's a big part of sleeping hygiene. And don't turn them on at night to check your emails or Facebook or whatever not. You want to relax and rest at night. Another point, make your room as dark as possible at night. This helps with the release of melatonin. It sends you into a more stable sleep. If there's a lot of light sources all around you, see if you can dim them. You can make them a bit less intrusive. Another point, you want to have, of course, you want to have a good mattress, good room temperature. And another point that I think is really important is your room, your sleeping room should be clean. It should be kind of a sanctuary. You come into your sleeping room at night to really rest, really relax. Make that a point. Create a refuge, a sanctuary in which you can relax. Let go of the day. No need to worry about tomorrow. No need to worry about what happened today. You can simply let go, be at ease, and go to sleep. If you create these kind of little rituals before you go to sleep, practice some gentle yoga, take a warm shower, light a candle, do anything that gets you in the mood and shows you over time, because that has to be done quite consistently, and shows you that over time that you are here to relax. And so your body and your mind can learn precisely that. That's what the sleeping room is for. That's what the night is for. It's to switch off, to relax, to be at ease. So this would be all that comes to mind for this episode of The Little Insight, and I hope it was helpful for you guys and you might find some useful tips. But hey, if you do still have questions or you want to discuss about the insomnia, feel free to just write a comment in the comment section below. I'm always happy to see your questions or responses, and also get to know you and see what is it that fascinates you, or did it work for you, and so forth. Just let me know, okay? So for now, I wish all of you a wonderful next week. I wish you a sound sleep tonight. I hope that these techniques really help you and work for you. And well, good. That's it for this week. Bye-bye.